musica così. Che c'è quel negozio di bubble. Welcome to Milan. This is the city where I've actually lived the longest of any city in my life, and I'm going to show you some of my daily activities and things that I do while I'm here, and hopefully some things that are a little bit fashion and a little bit daily life of living in Italy. Come check it out with me and andiamo. I have actually been living most of my life in Italy. Strangely, people would say, what about your American accent? Well, I was born in California, but I am a dual citizen of both the United States and Italy, and I've actually spent most of my life in Italy, so it's over 30 years now. And the city that I lived in the longest was Milan. So I do come back for work a lot, but I thought, let's share a little bit of this, especially because now a lot of people are coming for events like the Winter Olympics, and I thought, let's share a little bit what my life is like in northern Italy. Even though now I live kind of in the outskirts in a smaller town outside, but still in northern Italy. But I go into the city for work or to see friends and to go shopping and to eat and take advantage of the nice things that Milan has to offer. Bounce it. Qui che si chiama Coco e c'è anche Coco Women Fashion. E c'è gente con I capelli colorati, un po' di varietà. One of the places that I really like to go all the time with my friends is Paolo Sarpi, which is known as kind of the Chinatown of Milan. And I remember when it was barely starting, people used to criticize it. Italians tend to be kind of xenophobic. See my TEDx talk if you want to hear more about that. But now it's considered one of the best places for like what they call street food, but it's just lots of different varieties of Asian foods and little shops of imports or things that come from Asia, K-pop adjacent things, and just lots of cutesy little toys and things like that. So you can really explore and get some things from Asia while you're in Italy, if that's your vibe. For me it is, because I travel a lot in Asia. Watch those videos coming up, and I've studied Japanese and Chinese and things, so I really enjoy also the cuisine from those cultures, and I can go get it in Via Paolo Sarpi. The underground system, the metropolitana, the subway system is getting better and better. Now they have a new line that didn't exist when I first moved there in like 1999 or 2000, so it's even better connected to the airports and to get around the city. So it's actually one of the best cities for public transportation in that regard, especially for the underground and the different trains. Is here in this square. Before it was closed off to traffic over across the street over there. And there's my building, number 5. There's my window in number 5. I'll come back and do a video to tell you about my life here, but just know that this street is Corso Garibaldi, one of the coolest streets to hang out on. This is a little church on Corso Garibaldi where I didn't really go to church here, but it's in my old stomping grounds. Simple church to compare it to the Duomo that we're going to after. People even in America and England know Italy, which has now gone out to other countries as well. That used to be a theater. Back in the day I went to see a concert there. This is Porta Garibaldi. And these porte were kind of old gates into the city. So if you look on a map, they usually have kind of a straight line that goes to the center of the city near where there's the Duomo, which is usually at the center of each Italian city. So we're going to go through these gates and then we're going to be in Corso Como. So here we are at the famous 10 Corso Como. Definitely cool exhibits, cool art, and fashion things. There's an art gallery upstairs right now showing Glenn Litchford photos, and here's the store, like a boutique. Sì?
Poi si solidificano.
Ah, può essere, però hanno sempre una bella selezione di moda. Pretty cool. We're here at Corso Como 10, which is a famous fashion boutique in Milan, and they also have cool art space above and things for eating, drinking, and lots of fun while you're shopping in Milan. And you get art like this. Pretty cool, right? Kind of uncanny valley, but pretty cool. Oh, do you have something to say? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Excuse me? What? It's hard. Sometimes it's a language barrier. Sai che hanno girato delle scene a Venice Beach in quello? Sì. Lei era in spiaggia e siccome So we have Kryolan products also here in Milan. I love how I stopped into this makeup store, this professional Kryolan makeup store, and I didn't realize, but the person working there, he actually recognized me and kind of had met me before, but I think maybe he was in drag or something. But he showed me his performance that went kind of viral online, dressed as Madonna, and that's how a lot of the people know me and associate me from my time working with Madonna. Italian American as well. Wow. Makeup expert, come check it out, get advice, get amazing high-level professional products, all here in the center of Milan.
She's starring conspicuously this hotel, and it's by far the worst.
Thank you for being here. I hope that, like you, other people will be able to discover my channel since it's really small still, and hopefully they'll enjoy some of my adventures traveling around the world, being creative in my thrifting, my upcycling, and just creative home decor and lifestyle in general. I feel like I try to bring creativity to everything that I do, and hopefully somebody like you can appreciate that, and maybe you know somebody else who might, so tell them to check out my channel too. Like and subscribe, and let's keep going. So I know that Milan is not considered the most touristy city in Italy or the most historic because a lot of it got damaged during the wars and things like that. So it doesn't have the draw that places like Rome and Venice and Florence have. But it's great for work, for careers in interior design, in like furniture and industrial design, for fashion design, obviously. So it's actually really good for making a career and building a life like I have here in Italy. And that to say, I think that even though it's compared to cities like Venice that are just completely out of this world and magical, or Rome that has this thousands-year-old history, Milan still is a beautiful city compared to a modern city in North America, for example. It still has a lot of history. Let's go check out Via Montenapoleone, Milan's most famous high fashion shopping street. On Via Montenapoleone, you'll find most of the big brands, or they'll be on the adjacent streets nearby. So you can wander around and see a lot of fun brands. But I want you to check out this brand that I love from Sardinian designer Antonio Marras.
Lots of fun, lots of texture. Come check it out if you're in Milan or if you're on the island of Sardinia. They have a lot of cool pieces, and you can kind of be guaranteed that other people won't know about them as much because they aren't as known worldwide, but they have a lot of cool pieces. You can even rent a red Ferrari here on Via Montenapoleone, and I think it suits me pretty well. What do you guys think? Vroom, vroom. I actually love the Ferrari fashion brand. Check it out.
Let's head back on the train to my current home in Cremona, a small town in the same Lombardy region as Milan, but more calm, and it's famous for violins. This is where the famous violin maker Stradivarius comes from, or we call him Stradivari. And for that reason, you'll see a lot of different violin making shops, and you can even sometimes peek through the windows and watch them working.
What's your waiting room like when you go to the doctor? This is Italy. Life in Italy is just full of little dopamine hits everywhere you go. You just see beauty, like beautiful rooftops and just kind of calm and peaceful and beautiful historic architecture just, outside your window. And you can take it for granted, but I try to remind myself, hey, this is not America. We're in Italy. Oh wait, we are in Italy, because I realize sometimes these church bells go off and I'm so used to them now that I can still kind of just almost not hear them because I'm used to it all the time, but it's life in Italy. Le Olimpiadi invernali, eccoci.
I haven't shown you any food. Might as well show you some pizza. One of the best things about living in Italy, of course, is the food and just the quality of everything. Even the hot chocolate is more like pudding consistency. It's a little different than the kind you get in the United States and in many other countries.
We have Umana Vintage here in Milan as well. Now a chain that exists in several European countries, but it didn't exist when I used to live in Milan in the early 2000s. They wouldn't have anything like this.
Umana is one of my favorites in many countries, and the great thing is that the prices go down as the products have been out for longer, so they do periodic sales like kind of every month where the prices go lower and lower. I always check out the vest just in case there's a color that I don't have already. I tend to gravitate always towards like 70s tones, like ochres and pumpkins and burnt oranges and things. And I'm always looking for jackets that I can modify or upcycle. This burgundy trench coat that I thrifted in Manchester, England, I wear it all the time. It's like my staple go-to coat that I use for everything. I don't really need these metallic women's wear pieces, but they're fun to look at. Milan used to have a lot of canals that went through the city, but most of them have been paved over. But But in this certain section in southern Milan, you have a lot of these large canals, and there's lots of cute restaurants and shops alongside them. And some of them you can actually enter in the courtyards, and there's more shops. And you get to kind of see what the housing design and stuff is like when you go in these courtyards. There's even a little gondola on one of the canals. It's really nice that it's all renovated now. Now it's super popular, and nice to have some more public spaces to hang out in a big city or a small city, depending on your perspective, like Milan.
The canals of Milan.
I'm gonna go meet some friends at a cafe or pasticceria, which means it's specialized in pastries. And if you go kind of in the late afternoon or early evening, they'll give you more food with your order because it counts as aperitivo time, even though I got another hot chocolate because it was kind of cold out.
So, ti sembra strano quando ti avvicini alle persone? There's actually 2 Umana stores on the same street on Via de Amicis. This one is called Umana People, but twice as many options to find some good vintage.
Now it's time to head back. Hope you enjoyed my little day in the life vlog, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, alla prossima.
Uncanny Valley, but pretty cool. Oh, do you have something to say? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Excuse me? What?